Probably should have aired down, but if I go slow, it's time saved in airing it back up. It's pretty steep. Poor old trailer. So we've turned the trailer around in the smallest of spaces. I'm not going to get it down there, but we need to get the 79 down there. This is the culprit creek. Hopefully the Hilux is still there. I've got to work out a plan because there's only one of me. It's kind of a two-man job. So I might start by trying to roll the Hilux down to the bottom of this hill. What a punish. I just love that transmission handbrake so much. Like, you'd never do that with the standard one. Anyway, we got bigger problems here. So the tree trunk protectors on that tree have got the slack. We'll take this winch to the bullet. Frogs are still laughing at me. So we've got that on. Now the problem is, I don't know that the remote's going to work from the car. Let's have a look. So I'm going to be sitting in my car. In this car, my arm will be here. Yeah. We should be okay. All right, I've got a winch blanket. All right, now this time, I'm only relying on this rock. I've got nothing tying the back of the 79 up. So I'm going to sit the 79 this time to make sure this is in neutral. I've got to be careful not to roll this there. Keep coming, keep coming. I'm going to have to go turn those front wheels. This actually feels like it's not going to move anyway. Alright, hang on a second. Alright, I've got those wheels turned. Just got to make sure that 79 doesn't roll up that hill rock. It's working. We're nearly at full flex, but it's working. I'm going to set up this pull a bit differently. I'm going to use a snatch block. So I'll run out one length and now I'll run out another length. Hopefully I'll have enough. They say winches need to be used to keep them in good order. I'm not sure the last time I've had the whole length of cable out on that truck, but we're getting there. And we still haven't hit the heat shield yet, so I've got plenty. Excellent. One shot at clutching it. I'll air up the back two tyres if the hose reaches. So I've got my compressor in the toolbox. If I get it close enough to the 79, I'm sure the hose will reach the back two. It'll just give me a bit more momentum. It's steep here, but not steep enough. All right, let's set this up. There's our ComSpec ARB snatch block. And now what we're going to do, we're just at the start of the heat shield. Take up the slack. And what this is going to do, it's going to halve the load on the winch. So instead of pulling 2 ton, it's only pulling 1 ton. It's dead weight, uphill. I'm going to sit in this truck this time, only because I know I've got tree trunk protector there holding the back of the 79. It's got a decent handbrake now, idle up. So I'm going to sit in the Hilux. I'm running out of battery power for the cameras now too. All right, let me just get this blanket on. So that's a 12,000 pound winch. It should pull it up the hill pretty quick. I've just got to straighten my tyres, but I should be okay once it starts to move. Still a bit of, still up that bank. Creaking and groaning and carrying on. Check that cable. Oh yeah, that's what was happening there. It's trying to pull me up the bank, but once it comes a bit more, it should be right. I just want to check the cable's not slamming up in there. Oh, it's fine. It's actually awesome. It's pulling it in nice and tight. But unfortunately my air supply fitting's at the back. So I really think I'm going to need, I don't want to use the compressor out of the Bullet because I'm worried it's taking up power far out short. All right, well, I'll get one shot at this. crazy wheel it was today. Unbelievable, getting stuck at the start and then getting stuck at the end. Just show you another thing we did on the trailer is I widened the arch here where we drive up and over. So now with 6 pound in the tyres, I'm not too worried about, you know, falling in. It happened once where I slipped in because they just bulge. Yeah, and so now I don't have to air up for one, and for two, the 4Runner can now fit on there. He's a lot narrower. So we'll get this on and tied up. It's on the trailer, so I'm not stressed about starting it now. If it's the starter motor, I've got a starter motor at home. But I do have, I looked everywhere for it, a starter relay, which is what I thought it might have been. But then I went through all this stuff and I couldn't find it, all the spares, and then I remembered it's in my electrical bag. I think actually doing any electrical work. Oh my goodness. That's the old one, so I know that's faulty anyway. But at least the old one used to start every now and then. So that's the old one. That's what happened. The relays, for some reason, they just go. I probably don't have a second one. Got normal relays. But you know what? I'm going to put that on. I'm going to go down the road here because that one did work. It just not all the time. So I'm going to go down the road, ring home. Ring work. We've called home. I'm not getting a divorce. And I found another one in the bag. This is the one that was in it. No, that was the crook one that from up Tufts Tracks. So that one doesn't work. So now this one doesn't work. And what I must have done, I must have got Bob to get me one to have a spare. And you know what? I forgot. So we've just quickly put it in now that everybody knows that I'm alive. And just see. It wouldn't have helped me on the track because it was in the bag anyway. So there was no way I was running back to the car and not bringing the car back. I mean, in the 79. So, oh, ignition's on. So there's my glow. Oh, look at that. How good. I might just buy one brand new starter relay and just have these as spares and put them somewhere I remember. Well, it was recovery after recovery, wasn't it? Anyway, hopefully there's some good footage. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, thanks for watching.